For pilots, it's things like pilot services. How can you deliver new services to pilots using apps, for example, that utilize the power of connectivity for flight planning services, weather information services, things like that. For passengers, it's more straightforward. They want to stay connected on the aircraft, so they want to connect their devices. For maintainers, if you have the access to data on the aircraft that has information about the health of the airplane, for example, then you can use that to help make your maintenance more efficient. One of the reasons we're particularly excited is that with our heritage of integrating engines into aircraft, an engine generates more data than almost any other thing on an aircraft. So if you've got the expertise to integrate and manage all that data as it pertains to an aircraft installed on an engine, Honeywell has that ability. So we have now a scenario where we understand the data, we know how to integrate it, we can use that and offer services to maintainers that give them information about the airplane, and that makes their maintenance operations more efficient. So it's really a whole series of things that we're excited about. We're calling it a revolution, this connected revolution, because we really do think it's bringing in a new era of connectivity for aircraft operators, not just in the business aviation space, although that's why we're here and we're very excited about that, but also in the airlines world as well.
Okay. Now, more than hardware, you also develop a software platform.
Right, yeah. Interestingly, Honeywell is known for its hardware, but actually more than half our engineers develop software. And so we're utilizing that capability to help us develop software, as you mentioned. And so, again, trying to make things easy to use, using the Honeywell user experience, which is a set of disciplines we have around the usability of Honeywell hardware and software, to really bring some apps, for example, to aircraft users. And really make the experience of interfacing with Honeywell's hardware much more easy.
Right. And now you have different partners, including Embraer, right?
Yeah, I mean we've had a long association with Embraer. We've provided them with cockpit avionics. We're very pleased that they have the Legacy 500 with the Honeywell HTF 7500E engine on board. We have our APU, we have ECS or environmental control systems on the airplane, cabin entertainment. So we have a full range of equipment that we supply to Embraer. They're one of our most important customers. So we're really pleased to kind of be here, partnered with them on the static display here at the show.
Yeah. And you really set a revenue or profits of this of the new platform?
I think it's Outlook.
Yeah, it was a forecast that said that
Okay.
over the next 10 years, there's something like $230 billion worth of business jets going to be delivered globally, and Honeywell has China has a significant portion of that, which is up very slightly, and so although the long-term projection is healthy, it's down slightly from what we recorded last year, but we're still very positive about what that means, particularly as we look at a lot of this connectivity that we're offering is available to aircraft that are already in service, and so that's going to help those aircraft stay up to date, increase their value, and generate opportunities for us to retrofit aircraft that are already in service.
Last year, the Asia Pacific region, so I mean the market is going down. And what about this year and next year? Yeah, Asia Pacific.
I think it's stabilized. I think a lot of that was driven by what was happening in the market in China, the change of ownership, change of usage situation in China, driven by not so many government officials using private aviation. But I think that's stabilized, and I think we're starting to see that usage model change a little bit in China, and that's helping the market stabilize. And I think, long term it's going to come back up, and it's going to start growing again.
So what about R&D in Asia Pacific and in Shanghai as well?
Yeah, we have a large R&D engineering facility here in China. We have in aerospace we have about 400 engineers working on products and services for China, but also that go globally, have global applications. So yeah, we have a large staff and team here of engineering people that are working on a variety of programs for us right here in Shanghai.
So you're doing not only business jets, aircraft, but also
Right across Honeywell's entire portfolio of products, so not even just aerospace. So our aerospace business and our non-aerospace businesses benefit from those engineers that we have here.
because I know GE, they just launched a aircraft maintenance center in Lingang. That was the last week. So I think they also talk a lot about the connectivity. So they're not to repair the aircraft, but they can identify the problems beforehand.
Right, okay, yeah, I mean, we have similar kind of capabilities in Honeywell where we're looking at, as part of this connected aircraft, how you can get data off an aircraft on the health of the engines, for example, and I think that's maybe what you're referring to. So we already do some of that, particularly in the airline world. We're looking at how we bring that to business aviation. We already have, and have had for many years, systems on Gulfstreams and on Dassault aircraft. The Honeywell Primus Epic avionics system, integrated avionics system, has that capability to bring data off the aircraft. Whatever medium you use to transmit it back to a control center, we're already doing that. So we have similar capabilities. And
Your customers are airlines?
so Honeywell has both airline and business aviation customers, right?
So
Yeah.
what about the demand of Chinese domestic airlines? The demand?
Yeah, I would have to defer to my colleagues here on the airline side of the business. That's not my area of expertise. But no. But it's a great question. But yeah, it's just not something I'm particularly aware to answer. So.